Love the Ravens as much as we do? Then smash that subscribe button and stay locked in with Flock News for all the drama, updates, and excitement all season long. The news hit like a thunderclap across the NFL landscape. The Baltimore Ravens have officially confirmed the arrival of TJ Watt, and fans are already buzzing with a mix of excitement, speculation, and cautious optimism. For weeks, whispers circulated about potential trades and blockbuster signings, but few expected such a definitive move to materialize so quickly. Analysts immediately began dissecting what this signing means for the Ravens' defense, projecting how Watt's presence could shift schemes, pressure offenses, and redefine rivalries within the AFC North. Social media exploded with reactions from fans and former players, some praising the front office for landing a generational talent, others questioning the financial commitment and its long-term implications. The narrative around what has always been electric, his relentless pursuit of quarterbacks, unmatched work ethic, and leadership on and off the field make him not just a game-changer, but a symbol of defensive dominance. Coaches across the league are already recalibrating their plans, imagining the challenge of facing a unit suddenly armed with one of the premier pass rushers in the NFL. The Ravens, known for their aggressive defensive philosophy, now have a headline-grabbing piece capable of inspiring both their locker room and fan base alike, igniting hope that championship aspirations are suddenly much closer to reality than anyone anticipated. And this move will dominate conversations well into the offseason, reshaping expectations and creating a buzz that refuses to fade, fueling speculation, rumor, and the kind of chatter that dominates sports talk shows and online forums, all centered around one name, TJ Watt. From a strategic standpoint, Watt's integration into the Ravens' defense is a story waiting to unfold with every preseason matchup and practice session. Analysts are already poring over film, envisioning how defensive coordinator changes, alignments, and schemes can fully exploit Watt's unique skill set. There's talk about double teams, shifting pressures, and creative blitz packages designed to maximize his impact, while teammates are reportedly thrilled at the prospect of learning from someone whose intensity and preparation are legendary. Rumors suggest that locker room dynamics are shifting even before the first snap, with younger players looking to Watt as a mentor and veterans preparing to elevate their own performances in response to the added firepower. Social media is rife with debate over how Watt's arrival affects other key defenders, whether it alters trade prospects or draft strategies, and how the front office is balancing ambition with financial prudence. Fans, naturally, are dreaming big, sharing GIFs, highlight reels, and projections that show Watt disrupting quarterbacks left and right, creating a sensation that reaches beyond traditional football discussions. The buzz has also caught the attention of rival teams, with insiders suggesting that scouts are feverishly adjusting game plans, projecting pressures, and preparing for a season where Watt could redefine the Ravens' defensive identity. Conversations in sports bars, podcasts, and online forums echo the same themes: anticipation, excitement, and a hint of disbelief that a team known for steady, calculated moves would make such a headline-grabbing splash in one swift announcement, raising questions about how much more the Ravens could accomplish with a roster suddenly imbued with the potential of one of the NFL's most dominant pass rushers, and creating a sense of urgency, speculation, and anticipation that will ripple through the league and fan communities alike. The financial angle of Watt's signing adds another layer to the unfolding story, as insiders suggest the Ravens are investing heavily not just in immediate performance, but in long-term defensive supremacy. Contract details, while officially released, have sparked intense debate, with pundits analyzing cap space, potential restructures, and the domino effect this may have on the team's roster decisions in upcoming seasons. Rumors abound about how other players might negotiate new terms, whether veterans will adjust expectations, and how young prospects might see a pathway to growth alongside a superstar presence. The optics of such a move reverberate across media platforms, fueling chatter about ambition, competitiveness, and the message the franchise is sending to both its fanbase and the broader NFL. Every highlight of Watt's career is being re-examined, every sack and strip sack compiled into montages, while armchair strategists project the scenarios in which he single-handedly changes games, turning potential losses into victories. Speculation also extends to rival teams, some of whom may be considering moves of their own to counteract what is perceived as a seismic shift in the Ravens' defensive capabilities. From insider talk shows to casual fan commentary, the signing has generated a frenzy, with social media algorithms amplifying every story, clip, and rumor about Watt's impact. Even analysts known for cautious commentary admit that the Ravens' decision signals an aggressive approach, aiming not only to dominate the division, but to create a defensive juggernaut capable of challenging the NFL's elite offenses. And the conversation around this move has evolved into a multi-layered narrative of strategy, ambition, rivalry, and the tantalizing question of just how far TJ Watt can push this team toward glory, creating a perfect storm of rumor, speculation, and excitement that refuses to settle, capturing the imagination of fans nationwide and keeping the NFL rumor mill running at full speed. The timing of Watt's arrival adds a dramatic twist to an already intense NFL offseason, with observers noting how it shifts the balance of power within the AFC North. Rival teams, particularly the Steelers and Bengals, are reportedly recalculating their approach, revisiting game plans, and speculating on how to contain a defensive force that has already redefined quarterback pressure metrics. The Ravens' decision, according to insiders, was influenced not only by Watt's talent, but by the broader strategic picture, securing a marquee player who elevates the entire defense while sending a clear message to competitors that they intend to dominate. Rumors suggest that negotiations involved not only contract figures, but also incentives tied to team success, sacks, and even leadership roles within the locker room, highlighting the multidimensional value Watt brings. Meanwhile, social media chatter paints a vivid picture of fan reactions ranging from euphoric celebrations to anxious debates over salary cap implications and potential roster sacrifices. Analysts speculate that Watt's arrival could influence draft strategies, free agency decisions, and even the team's offensive philosophy, as complementary adjustments may be necessary to fully exploit his presence on the field. Within the organization, the mood is reportedly electric, with coaches and players alike expressing optimism that the team's defensive identity is about to be transformed in a way that could have long-term ramifications for the franchise. Every rumor, insider tip, and speculative report seems to feed into a growing narrative. The Ravens are not merely signing a star. They are announcing a new era of defensive dominance, and TJ Watt's name is at the center of every conversation, every analysis, and every heated discussion, ensuring that the story will continue to dominate sports talk shows, online forums, and social media feeds, keeping fans riveted as the team prepares for what could be one of the most compelling seasons in recent memory. Sources close to the organization suggest that the locker room reaction to Watt's arrival has been a mix of awe, excitement, and an unmistakable surge of competitiveness. Veteran players reportedly see this as an opportunity to elevate their own performance, while younger players view Watt as a mentor capable of teaching them the nuances of elite pass rushing techniques. The coaching staff is allegedly redesigning schemes to maximize Watt's strengths, with creative blitz packages and hybrid alignments already under consideration. Even practice sessions are rumored to have taken on a new intensity, with players pushing themselves harder in anticipation of the challenges and advantages that come with sharing the field with a player of Watt's caliber. Social media channels are overflowing with speculation, memes, and highlight compilations, as fans attempt to visualize how the team will evolve with such a dynamic presence. Analysts are dissecting potential matchups, predicting sack totals, forced fumbles, and game-changing plays, while rival teams are reportedly preparing counter-strategies in anticipation of a season dominated by one of the league's most formidable defensive players. Beyond the X's and O's, Watt's personality and leadership qualities are contributing to a growing narrative that this is more than just a signing. It is a cultural shift within the franchise, inspiring both the team and its fan base. Every insider report, rumor, and strategic analysis seems to converge on the same point. Watt's arrival is seismic, transformative, and poised to redefine expectations for the Ravens' defense, generating a level of speculation and excitement rarely seen during any offseason, and ensuring that TJ Watt's name will remain central to discussions, debates, and predictions as the season approaches, fueling a continuous cycle of rumor, anticipation, and bold claims about the team's potential. Dominance on the field. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Your support keeps us bringing you the latest news on the Baltimore Ravens. And hey, drop your take in the comments below. We want to hear from the flock. Off the field, Watt's impact is already being felt in unexpected ways, from merchandising to ticket sales and social media engagement, creating a ripple effect that extends far beyond the gridiron. Fans are clamoring for jerseys, highlight reels are trending across platforms, and engagement with team content has reportedly surged to unprecedented levels. Rumors suggest that local businesses and sponsors are adjusting strategies to capitalize on the newfound excitement, while media outlets scramble to keep pace with the torrent of speculation, interviews, and insider reports. Analysts point out that Watt's personal brand and marketability enhance the overall profile of the Ravens, creating opportunities for outreach, fan engagement, and promotional campaigns that would have been unimaginable without a marquee signing. Conversations in podcasts, sports shows, and online forums now revolve not only around tactical implications, but also the broader cultural significance of having a player of Watt's caliber join the roster. While some critics caution about the risks associated with high-profile acquisitions, most insiders agree that the short-term excitement is matched by long-term strategic potential, making Watt's arrival a story of both athletic and organizational significance. Every rumor, report, and analytical projection underscores the notion that T.J. Watt's move to Baltimore is not just a headline. It is a phenomenon, creating waves across multiple dimensions, from performance expectations to fan engagement, from media narratives to financial impact, and solidifying the idea that the Ravens' offseason has transformed into one of the most electrifying storylines in the NFL, keeping both casual fans and diehard observers talking, speculating, and imagining the possibilities, with Watt's name at the epicenter of every conversation. Speculation around T.J. Watt's impact on the Ravens extends far beyond the field, as insiders suggest that his arrival is reshaping not only game day strategies, but also the team's entire culture and identity. Coaches are reportedly reevaluating training regimens, positional responsibilities, and even off-season programs to ensure that Watt's skill set is fully leveraged, while players are adjusting their own routines to match the intensity he brings. Rumors indicate that practice sessions have become more competitive, with teammates vying to measure themselves against one of the league's most feared pass rushers, fostering an environment where excellence becomes contagious. Fans online are dissecting every possible scenario, projecting how Watt might alter defensive statistics, turnover ratios, and even the outcomes of divisional matchups, while pundits speculate on the ripple effect this signing could have on rival teams' offseason strategies. Discussions extend to fantasy football implications, betting lines, and historical comparisons, with some suggesting that Watt's presence alone could swing the balance of power in the AFC North. Social media platforms are overflowing with GIFs, mock highlights, and heated debates, all amplifying the sense of anticipation and creating a feedback loop of excitement. Even casual observers seem compelled to weigh in, contributing to a growing narrative that Watt is not simply a player addition, but a catalyst for transformation, a figure around whom rumors, speculation, and bold predictions coalesce, ensuring that his presence dominates both headlines and conversations, reinforcing the idea that Baltimore's defensive renaissance is underway and that the coming season will be defined by the force and spectacle of T.J. Watt's arrival. The ripple effects of Watt's arrival are being felt across the league, with rival front offices reportedly engaging in their own internal analyses and contingency planning to counteract what could be a season-altering defensive presence. Coaches are rumored to be reworking offensive schemes, drafting considerations are being revisited, and trade rumors have intensified as teams seek to balance the power shift caused by the Ravens' blockbuster acquisition. Analysts note that the timing of the signing is particularly strategic, coinciding with other roster decisions that could be influenced by the heightened expectations Watt brings, and insiders hint at behind-the-scenes negotiations that further underscore the complexity of the franchise's approach. Fans are passionately debating potential matchups, sack projections, and how Watt's leadership might inspire teammates, creating a frenzy of online speculation that blends statistical analysis with pure enthusiasm. Meanwhile, media outlets are amplifying every rumor, clip, and insider tip, turning the story into a near-constant cycle of reporting and reaction that feeds fan anticipation. Even community forums are alive with discussions on how Watt's arrival might affect game day atmospheres, ticket demand, and overall team morale, reinforcing the perception that this move is not merely tactical but transformational. The narrative suggests that Baltimore has not just signed a player. They have introduced a force capable of reshaping league dynamics, sparking conversations that intertwine strategic speculation, cultural influence, and emotional investment, positioning TJ Watt as the central figure in a story that promises to dominate NFL discourse for months to come. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay in the loop with exclusive news on our Baltimore Ravens, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. We'd love to hear what the flock thinks. Drop your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next one.